Starting at small forward, standing 6'5", number 8, Williams.
Welcome, everyone, to Noche. Be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Black is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Jabari Smith. And there's Miles Turner, and it's Anunoby in at the 3.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Gilgeous-Alexander up and in on the layup.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Williams. Okongwu with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Chicago shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
At the line for one, George.
Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. And they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
And Chicago has possession after the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Anunoby against Williams. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
That's good from Anunoby. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Now, here's George. He had 15 points last outing.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Smith kicks to Anunoby. Turner with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 4. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Pass to Tyson. Okongwu with a screen on Smith. They get it again. Here's Tyson. Back to Okongwu. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Williams inside the line. And again, Chicago. No good. Indiana leading. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Defended by George. Turner with a screen on George to the middle. And it's slammed in by Turner.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
It's time for Dance Dance. If you see yourself on the big screen, you know what to do. Show us your moves. You need dance lessons. Dancing machine. Show us the moves.
Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league. These are this season's steals leaders. At small forward, OG Anunoby, number 1.
He is a pest out there on the wing. One slip of concentration, one careless pass, and he'll be going the other way.
Well, the combo of quickness and smarts is what he's got. I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to come up with another small forward who makes as much of an impact with his defense as he does.
Now, here's George. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Gilgeous-Alexander against George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Keontae George picks one up. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And he makes the first. Entering the home stretch of the season, GA, how excited are you for the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, Kevin. You can go from a 10th seed to making the playoffs. It makes this part of the year that much more entertaining.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And, Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well. But the results haven't been there.
Now, here is Smith. Scoreless thus far. Steps back. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to George. The tray. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Black kicks to Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. Pass to Black. A three ball. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Tyson. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. And the Bulls with another miss. And it's the Pacers' ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Smith inside. Anunoby outside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bulls trail by 9. And lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Davion Mitchell.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Pacers. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Shot clock at 6. Rebound by Williams.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
On the wing, George. To the right side. Here's Tyson. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside Turner. Over Okongwu. The shot by Turner, no good. Bulls trail by 7. Pass to George. Here's Tyson, covered by Smith. Okongwu with a screen on Smith. Inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys.
It's time for the Coolest Crew in the 3-1-2. It's time to get loud for your 3-1-2 crew.
Here's Bryant. Pass to Tyson. For the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Tyson's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Black. He's covered by Hawkins. Smith with a screen on Hawkins. Black, no good. Bulls trail by 4. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
George is checked in for Chicago. Then for the Pacers, Clark comes in for Smith, and it's Lopez in for Black. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. So the wing on the left. Pass to Lopez. 5 on the clock. Clark sets a screen for Lopez. Offensive rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Mitchell left side. Back to George. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Indiana. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And how about the movement there by Drummond off that pick and roll, getting himself to a great spot there for the finish.
Now, here's Mitchell. No scoring in this one. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Bryant. There's a good screen. Here he goes. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Indiana leading by 4. And it's blocked. Now, here's Mitchell. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Back to George. 6 to shoot. Pass to Wiseman. Hawkins with it. Lopez covering. And another miss by Chicago. For Indiana, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. It's good he scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here is George. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
Here's Jones. Nothing on the board. 1:49 left in the first quarter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Pass to George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
That free throw good from George. And George drops them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Clark. Now Jones. from outside the arc. Good on the triple. He has 5.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Mitchell passes to Bryant. Hawkins against Lopez. George with the screen on Lopez. Lopez against Hawkins, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Pacers leading by 5. Jones looking for an opening. To the paint. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Few players get more dunks than Drummond. He's a center who plays like a traditional center, looking to throw it down every chance he gets.
Bryant passes to George. From past the arc. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. And it's Jones with the ball for Indiana. They lead by 4. Drummond with a screen on Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on James Wiseman.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
And that one falls for Jones. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And that does it for the first quarter. Pacers lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. We welcome you back to Noche Latino. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for Indiana, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Black. Then it's Turner. And it's Smith. Pass to Black. It's stolen. Here's Tyson. Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Pass to Tyson. And here is Williams. Down low. 4 on the clock. Here's Tyson. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Smith. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 5. To the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, What are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You've got to be in great condition, but the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic, and things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
And the Bulls making a change here. George is checked in. Both free throws good from Okongwu.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Turner with a screen on George. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Bulls trail by 3. Here's George. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here's Black. The Bulls knocking down the 3. It's Turner, high post. Over Okongwu. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got 6 points.
Man, I love watching Turner pull up for the jumper. Always helps to have a bigger guy who can shoot the ball.
Pass to George. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. George has got it all tied up now for the Bulls. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
It's time to get loud for your incredible.
And Indiana making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. And let's quickly jump to the 2K leaderboard to find out which point guards have been the highest scorers over the last month. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 3rd.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, and that's the age we're living in right now. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a point guard lead his team in scoring, which used to be almost unheard of. And these guys here are all capable of carrying the scoring load for their team on any given night.
Now here's Williams. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals
kind of tell the story.
Here's George, trailing by 2. Second chance shot. Kept alive. Okongwu kicks to Williams. Tries yet again. And Okongwu finishes it off. Okongwu's now got 4 points in the quarter.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
Does a nice job at capitalizing in the screen and roll. I mean, Turner's IQ and size. Tough to contain when he's rolling to the basket.
Now, here is George. 8 points for him. And Okongwu slams it in.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Black. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pass to Okongwu. And he's good on the 3-ball. And now a 3-point Bulls lead.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Black. A 14-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Chicago.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
No good on that one. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the second free throw, good. Bulls have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Here's Tyson, covered by Smith. And it's George missing.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
It's hauled in by George. Chicago leading. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Here's Tyson. He can't get it to go. Good D by Anunoby. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 5. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Outside, George. Okongwu with the screen for George. Knocks down the 3-ball. George has got the lead up to 3 now for Chicago.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Here's Anunoby. Pass to Black. Screen by Smith from deep 3-point territory. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. First one falls for him. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Andre Drummond's checked in for Miles Turner. Clark comes in for Smith, and it's Lopez in for OG Anunoby.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free, and they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Now here's Jones. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A nice shot by Black.
For 3.
Now Williams. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Puts the move on. And it's good on the way in. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's just so hard to check. I mean, he can turn you one way, then use the spin move, put you in the cycle, and then make you look like a washing machine.
The shot's good from Lopez. Chicago's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Pass to Wiseman. Here's Williams. Lopez covering. Offline with his 3. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Black, no good. The Bulls have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Mitchell kicks to Williams. Back to Mitchell. Three-pointer. Pacers with the rebound. Here's Black. 7 points in the game. Clark outside. Drummond the screen. Down low. And Drummond throws it down.
Some real tenacity from Drummond there. Battles through the foul for the and one play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
George is checked in for the Bulls. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
He is a monster on the glass, but Andre Drummond doesn't just have size. He's also developed really good timing and instincts that help elevate his game.
Now, here's Mitchell. Still yet to score. Hawkins shot good, and the Bulls lead by 1.
Really textbook use of the dribble, getting inside to get his work done.
Takes the 3.
It's hauled in by Hawkins.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Second in opponent field goal percentage. And they are in the top 10 in team scoring. Really good offensive execution. This is a tricky team to defend.
When you go up against this team, it's always a long night because of the defense you talked about. They are relentless at that end. Free throw drops for Mitchell. And Mitchell drops them both. Pacers trail by 3.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first half of the game. Clark, a screen on Mitchell. Jones, the pass to Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Mitchell against Jones. Mitchell kicks to Wiseman. to George. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from outside.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
To the middle, here's Clark. Some solid defense from Bryant.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Now the Pacers moving it up. And slam dunk by Clark.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Brandon Clark at the line for one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Clark. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Jones against Mitchell. Pass to George. Wiseman sets a screen for George. And finished off by Wiseman. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Lopez up top. He's covered by Hawkins. Lopez passes to Drummond. Jones with it. There's Lopez with the 3. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
3.
Jones has got his 7th assist here tonight. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Bryant. Pass to George. Inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Drummond. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Nice D from Bryant.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. Got to appreciate that stop.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Pacers up 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everyone, to halftime. The Chicago Bulls find themselves in a good matchup here at the break.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as soft as their defense right now. They got to shore up that side of the ball.
I think Shaq needs a nap. Somebody's tired of watching bad D. Let's look now and see how teams stack up across the league. It's our latest power rankings.
Looking at the Bulls, not a lot of games left. They're definitely a playoff team. Question, can they contend for a title?
Well, I suppose that's why they play the games. Certainly they have an opportunity to make some noise. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They've got Jalen Williams. George out there with Okongwu. And it's Tyson in at the 4 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now, here's Anunoby. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. Turner with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from outside. Chicago trailing here. George with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to George. Pass to Williams. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Smith. And the shot is good. Smith's got the first field goal of the second half for the Pacers. Into the Bulls, shooting straight 49% from the field. To the paint. Okongwu finds George. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Anunoby passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Turner. Smith outside. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Following the three-point basket by Chicago. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Anunoby. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Anunoby. Williams dishes to George. Okongwu with a screen on Smith. The shot no good. Tyson. And, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. Anunoby kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
And checking out the stats for Jalen Williams. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. Averaging about 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. The Bulls third.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. He's guarded by Anunoby. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock. Okongwu with the screen for George. To the wing right side. Tyson gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tyson's got 6 in the quarter.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Now, here's Anunoby. Pass to Smith. Screen by Smith. Here's Black. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Saturday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for that matchup with the Kings, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Tyson. Now here's Williams. Anunoby sends it back. To the inside. Here's Smith. Tries to save it. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Got that one up quick. And that's now 6 points for Williams.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Black. He's got 9. Pass to Smith. Over in the corner, Turner. George with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. George against Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
Good on the second free throw. Pacers trail by 3. Like the pass to Turner. Now Anunoby. Back to Turner. And it's sent back by Okongwu. It's intercepted. Here's Black. Drains the three-pointer. Black's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Pass to Tyson. Okongwu with a screen on Smith. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Miles Turner, second personal foul.
The Bulls have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Some changes for Chicago. Ryan's checked in for Williams. And Davion Mitchell's subbed in for Keontae George. Pacers trail by 3. Pass to Smith. Anunoby outside. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Back to Okongwu. They set the pick. Here's Tyson. Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here they come. Pass to Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Raw power from Smith Jr. on that slam.
For Chicago, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. In the corner, it's Bryant. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. This one for 3. And another miss by Chicago. Indiana's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
First in points off turnovers. Also, they show up top 5 in team rebounding. It's definitely a priority for their coach, which makes it a priority for the team.
I think their points off turnover ranking is most telling. They don't just force mistakes. They punish mistakes. They go for the throat. First free throw is good. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Andre Drummond's checked in for Jabari Smith. Clark comes in for OG Anunoby. Lopez is checked in for Black. And Jones subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. He doesn't get the second one. Bulls trail by 3. Bryant passes to Mitchell. And it's sent back by Lopez. Right wing. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Indiana.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Shot clock at 2. And here's George for 3. Cans it from downtown. George has got 8.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Drummond. Clark outside. The three-pointer no good. Bulls trail by 3. And here's George. He's got 8. Mitchell finds Bryant. And there's the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And let's take a look at the numbers for George. Averaging about 7 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
That free throw good from Wiseman. He hits both from the stripe. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Throws it up high. George with the steal. Mitchell in the corner. Stolen by Jones. Pass to Clark. Back to Jones. Clark, a screen on Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. And Clark slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Now here's Wiseman. He has 6. George passes to Hawkins. Now here's Wiseman. Defended by Drummond. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Oh, you can't fault the defense there. Wiseman just making a tough shot. How about the confidence?
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
One shot.
At the line for the Bulls, James Wiseman. One shot.
The free throw off from Wiseman. Indiana's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Lopez finds Jones. Off target from three-point range.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Bryant looking around for the lead. The shot by Hawkins, no good. The Pacers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Clark inside. Bryant's there, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And he's just had 1 attempt at the line earlier. And that one falls for Clark.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And so Clark nails both of them.
Tell you what, when you start locking it down at the line, usually good things tend to happen.
Jones against Mitchell. Wiseman dishes to George. For the tie, hits the three-point bomb. George has got it all tied up now for Chicago.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Bulls have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Hawkins against Lopez. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Number 5, the Bulls.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
The Pacers making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. 1:31 left here in the third quarter. Mitchell against Jones. Lopez outside. Clark a screen on Hawkins. 4 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Bryant. It's Hawkins on the wing. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Mitchell against Lopez. 50 seconds left to play in the third. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 9th assist in the game now. Chicago trailing here. Mitchell with it. Outside, George. Wiseman sets a screen for George. Clock at 6. Wiseman kicks to George. Here's Mitchell inside, and another turnover here by Chicago.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Miles Turner, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
17 seconds left to play in the third. With 2 seconds left. Yep, that one goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pacers lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from United Center. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Bulls trail by 4, and so in the game for the Pacers. Jabari Smith is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Black. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Turner in the center.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
So it's Chicago now, following the miss by Miles Turner. To the middle, here's George, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
At the line for Chicago, George, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from George. Okongwu's checked in for Wiseman. And George drops them both. And Indiana shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here's Anunoby, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
First team foul. Shooting for Indiana, OG Anunoby. 2 shots.
That's good from Anunoby. Both free throws good from Anunoby.
What you can't help but notice this half is how good they've been from the free throw line. Lights out.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Tyson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Jabari Smith picks one up.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Williams is checked in for Chicago. So he gets them both. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Took him no time at all on that one.
On a dime, Shea got right where he wanted for that shot.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2, Edgecombe.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. And here are the Pacers now. Smith outside. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Anunoby. Off target with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
They grab their own miss. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Understands his role, does his job, and he did it right there. The timing couldn't have been better.
For Chicago, Tyson. One
Mind the
shot.
lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Pacers trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Turner. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Turner. Flat, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Snatched up to end the run. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
With his size, Smith should be helping out on the glass.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Pacers, Jabari Smith. Shooting 1.
Here in the second half, they have definitely made free throw making look easy.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Chicago. A 2-point game. Pass to Williams. Okongwu with a screen on Anunoby. And it's sent back by Turner.
Man, the defense of Turner is astounding. I mean, he positioned himself well to come up with a lot of blocks.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Anunoby kicks to Turner. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Anunoby. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Okongwu's now got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And the shot goes down. Tyson's got 20 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And Coach knows it.
He's showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen? You should watch the best moves. Let's go. No, thank you.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen in on what Jason Kidd was talking about with his players. He told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. We'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout. Guys?
Thanks, David. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Anunoby kicks to Smith. Down low. About that one, the Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now, here's George. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for Chicago, George. Shooting 1.
That's good from George. Pacers trail by 5. Over to the left wing. Black dishes to Smith. Tries again. The kick out to Anunoby. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Anunoby's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Here's Williams. Another one falls for Chicago.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up top, Anunoby. At the elbow, it's Turner. Shot clock at 6. Over Okongwu. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Pass to George. It's deflected. Here's Black. And here is Anunoby. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He nails it, and we're tied up. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Now, here's George. 6 to shoot. Okongwu a screen. And it's sent back by Turner. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Smith outside. Pass to Turner. And stolen by Okongwu. Here's Tyson. And another miss by Chicago.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It's Williams with the drive. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Gilgeous-Alexander against George.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
At the line for the Pacers, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Pass to Tyson. Williams, a screen on Smith. Drives to the hoop. 5 on the clock. Okongwu with it. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Indiana leading. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches it. Chicago grabs the miss. Tyson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Turner with a screen on George. Inside. It's tipped. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Okongwu. The Pacers making the shot. Okongwu with a screen on Anunoby. Just 4 to shoot. Williams gets the bucket.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first. Defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good there with the step-back J. George against Turner. George with the bucket. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside Turner. Here's Black. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. And the Pacers lead by 1.
You know, to me, this is what you love seeing from Turner. The willingness to give the ball up and get his guys going.
For 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Pass to Black. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 27.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Williams kicks to George. Okongwu with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Okongwu slams it in. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17 points here in the second half. Out left to the wing. Here's Tyson, covered by Smith. And Williams throws it down.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the teardrop. And stolen by Okongwu. George with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Okongwu slams it in.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 8 rebounds in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
There's the lob to the hoop. Money!
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the baby hook. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Oh, man. Carving this defense to pieces with the drive. Well done.
So it's the Pacers now after the Bulls pick up 2. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Team is in the penalty.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Back the pass to Turner. And stolen by Okongwu. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Turner with a screen on George. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And so they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the foul on Miles Turner. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that. And you hate to have a player foul out, but their depth could be an asset here, helping them weather his absence.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly show